Hey guys, what's up? You're probably wondering where I've been, if I fell off the face of the earth. Yes, I did for a split second, but she's back. She back, she back, she back, she back, she back, she back. So today I am back to talk about what it is that I have kind of been dealing with and what it was that it's okay for everybody to deal with, and that is a creative block. Dun 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 dun. I just basically want to go over that, reasons why as creatives we have that, certain things that I do to overcome it. So I'm just going to go over a couple things of why they happen and what you can do to kind of get out of that creative block. One, just not having motivation to do anything creative wise. Videos, mixes, content, just any creation, ideas, the motivation was just not there. It happens, like it's normal for it to happen, and I feel like a big thing of it is just kind of understanding that it happens and what you can do to overcome it. To go from kind of realizing that you don't have that motivation there, it's like, all right, bet, what am I gonna do to kind of get that motivation? So a thing that I noticed that helped me with that is, first of all, my environment. Wherever it is that you create, just kind of keep that spot organized, keep it clean. You may be a creative that's very like, I need this to be clean, I need this to be here, or you may be one that you just love everything all over the place because your brain moves so fast and it's so scattered, so you kind of just have everything going anywhere. And that's fine too, but just kind of try to switch up and see what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Another thing is your surroundings. Like, what are you surrounding yourself with? What people are you surrounding yourself with? That's a huge deal. One thing that I really found super important for me was to be around people that were highly motivated, super driven, because as you may know, those type of energies are very contagious. So it's very important for you to surround yourself with that type of people and just kind of have that energy going. Just kind of go back and forth in how you guys can motivate each other. I think it's also really important to find that motivation within yourself. Take a quick moment to write down some notes. What do I want to do? What do I want to get accomplished by this week? What do I want to do by the end of the month? What do I want to do by the end of the year? Just kind of having those things, writing it down. If it's either brainstorming, writing it down. Writing down a lot helps me out because it's just kind of keeping me accountable, and it's also in a way where whatever I put is very like physically like tangible. Another thing is your mental state. Your physical and your mental state are the two top priority as creatives we need to take care of, because your physical state, there is no other you. So if you're not feeling good, you're not feeling well, if you're not taking care of your body, then how are you supposed to take care of everything else around you? So I feel like that's a main one. Your mental state too. Being a creative, there comes a lot of things into that. You may get a ton of anxiety, and stress are completely normal things for creatives to go through, at least for me to go through. I think being very mindful of those things and what causes them is the number one step to figuring out how to overcome it. Another thing that I find that really helps me with stress and anxiety, or if I'm ever just feeling down, is exercise. Exercise is like my number one coping mechanism. It's very therapeutic for me, just exercising. Now, I'm not saying like go and like do some crazy exercise and yeah, don't do all that. But just as simple as just like going outside, taking a walk, running. Whenever you exercise, your body releases chemicals called endorphins, which endorphins are correlated with happiness. It's basically a feel-good chemicals. All the feel-good chemicals, your body releases it when you exercise. So doing something as simple as that can help you. It may not help you creatively right away, but it's going to help your inner being, and when your inner being is helped, then your creative follows. Another thing that I found that worked with me after exercising, I am super focused. I don't know what it is, but it just kind of helps me be in that mind state of just being fully focused. Honestly helps. So you guys want to try that out. Just don't die, but I mean, like, try it out, like, know your limit, and then see how it works for you. The thing that I found that comes with like being in a creative block is sometimes just not being there. Like, you're just not there mentally, like you may just not be there, and that's okay for you not to be there. It's just, how long are you gonna be there? There's things to do, the time is still moving, there's things still happening. So it's kind of just like getting to a point within yourself and realizing like, hey, like, I'm not feeling it today, but like, let me try again in like 30 minutes. If it's like, let me try again in a day, then it's okay. But it's bad when it gets to the point where you're just like, yo, I'm done. She out. She never gonna be out. But it's just getting to that point where you realize it, that day you might not be there. Some days you just have those days you're not there, and that's completely okay. It's okay to not be okay. Another thing, and probably the most important one with all of this, is get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable in whatever it is, because usually whenever you have those creative blocks is because you know that you're capable of doing something else. You're capable of going somewhere else. And it's hard sometimes for change to happen, but it needs to happen for you to advance to the next step, whatever it is. If you're learning a new task, if you're trying to do something different, if you're trying to do something out of your comfort zone, it's not going to be comfortable. So you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Mainly my takeaway from this is to know that it's okay for it to happen. Be mindful of why it is that it's happening and what you can do to help it / overcome it. It's not necessarily pushing it under the rug, acting like it never happened, but it's like, take it as a lesson. Like, okay, this happened. What can I do so it does not happen more often? Or what can I do for whenever I do get to this point? How do I get out of it quicker? Thank you guys for watching. You guys leave down comments below on what it is that you do to help your creative block. Yeah, but thank you guys for watching. Until next time. Okay, bye.